Hey, my name is Steve Mazan, and I am a stand-up comedian, and I'm going to show you right now what it is like to get up in front of a live audience and do stand-up comedy. Here we go. You ready? Can't forget the water. Hey. Good. Great job, Tony. Thank you.
Performed multiple times on Letterman. More importantly, he performed for the troops 8 times in Iraq and Afghanistan. Please welcome to the stage, Keep My Family.
It's awesome. Hey! Hello! Hello, keep it going for Luke, your lovely host, and Tony. Hello! Yeah. Good to be working with Luke. I actually met your host Luke a couple years ago. Not doing comedy. I actually met him out at a strip club. Let me tell you, that man can dance. He can. I wasted like half my paycheck on him. I'm not gay, I'm just a big tipper. You may have noticed this thing on my head. It is a GoPro camera. I am on parole, and my probation officer wants to know where I am at all times. So if you could all shake your head yes right now to let him know that I am wearing pants. As required by the court order. Thanks for being friendly. Thanks for smiling. I appreciate that. Thanks for being friendly. Have you noticed in general people aren't as friendly as they used to be? Some people are afraid of people they haven't met. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. A couple years ago I was out at a bar. Met this woman. We talked all night. Flirted a little bit. End of the night came. I was like, hey, can I give you a ride home? She's like, yeah, I don't know. We just met. It's like, yeah, we've been talking for like 4 hours. What are you worried about? She's like, yeah, I just... I don't want to wake up in a ditch somewhere. I was like, what? It's like, don't be silly. You're not going to wake up. She thought it was funny as well. We've been married ever since, and there's a happy ending to that story. Wasn't that nice? We actually just celebrated our anniversary. I'll tell you this, I think I love this woman more today than the day we got married. Yeah. God, she was a bitch that day. Me, I do. All about her. It's not going that great. She came up last week. She's like, hey, I think we need to spice things up in the bedroom. I was like, what? She's like, maybe we could try some role playing. I was like, huh? She's like, where we pretend we're other people. Then I felt bad, because I've been doing that for a while. Always awkward when one person is further along in the relationship than the other, isn't it? Like, come on, catch up, jump in with both feet. Happy to be married, though. I was tired of being single. Any single people here by applause? Single people out there? Where are you at? Single people? Ooh, got a woo back there. Those are my favorite single people, the ones all excited about it. Woo! Like it's a big accomplishment. Doesn't take much work to be single, right? You just kind of... What's that? Yeah, still single. I'm not making fun of single people. I was single for a long time, never excited about it. For me, it just meant that despite the fact that I was 30, I still had to list my mother as the person to contact in case of an emergency. Nothing to woo about. I was dating a lot before getting married, and being in my 30s, I was dating a lot of career women. I dated this one woman. She told me she was a psychoanalyst. Turns out she was not an analyst. Someone over here explained it. She was psycho. These are going to get harder as we go along. That was an easy one to get you on board early. The difficulty level is going to go up from here. We start here, we're going to move up here, help your friends out, whatever needs to happen. Okay? Let's pretend we're at war together tonight, all right? No one gets left behind. Help your friends out. Each group, each table, find like a joke Sherpa to kind of help everyone. Like, come on, follow me. Oh shit, we lost Bob. Bob, she was psycho. We'll see you in the parking garage. Love coming back to the Northwest. Oh my God, so many beautiful women here. Yeah, I love it. Ladies, I don't like to brag. I'm usually pretty modest, but I will tell you all that I am great in bed. I am. I can sleep like 10, 11 hours. I am a natural. I will go all night. Into the next day if I have to. Long weekend, I'm not coming out. I will stay in there until I am satisfied. And then a couple extra hours. I do like coming here. I gotta tell you, I think this area, the Northwest, has the most beautiful women on the entire West Coast. And that's saying something, because I think the West Coast has the most beautiful women in the entire country. Yeah. And I think the United States of America has the most beautiful women in the entire world. And I think planet Earth has the most beautiful women in the universe. The stats back me up. We have won Miss Universe 56 times in a row. In a row. That is one hell of a streak. We've never been beat. Never once. Suck it, Mars. Everyone having a good 2014? Yeah, good 2014? Yeah, me too. I like this year. By this time last year, I had already been arrested. Okay, to relief of that portion of the show. I'll ease into the getting arrested portion of it. We'll come back to that. Wearing this and all that. I travel a lot. I'm originally from the Midwest. Any Midwesterners in here? Midwest? Sorry, you're up front? Where are you from there? Oklahoma. That is the Midwest. Congratulations. Yesterday, someone was like, Arizona! I was like, no, you need to open your map one more flap. We're not in the middle at all. We're kind of west and south. Too bad there's not a name for that area of the country. I like coming up to the Northwest though because it's so great. Everyone I've met up here, any Oregonians tonight? Oregites? Oreos? I don't know what we call those people. Everyone, especially in Oregon, but even here in Washington, everyone I've met in the Northwest has a Bigfoot story. Everyone has a Bigfoot story, and then the other thing I learned about this area is that this is where you grow a lot of marijuana. So when I put those two facts together, and someone would tell me they'd see Bigfoot, I'd be like, oh, you saw Bigfoot. What were you doing about 20 minutes before? You saw Bigfoot. Were you partying, having fun? Someone's older brother just walked across the street. You were like, holy shit! It's Bigfoot! He's wearing your brother's hat! They got Benny! People go out looking for Bigfoot up in the Northwest, right? You have parties going out looking for, I say people, men. Men, it's always men going out looking for Bigfoot, right? You think it would be women, you know, Bigfoot. Did everyone follow along on that one? That was it. Just in case, let's go to the Sherpa in case we leave on no one behind. There's a rumor about people with big feet. And they also have other big body parts. Explain whatever you have to tonight. Thanks for coming out and seeing some comedy tonight. Live comedy, right? Thanks for not staying home and watching TV. I can't watch TV anymore. Every time I turn the TV on, Ryan Seacrest has a new show. Oh my God, that guy's got too many jobs, doesn't he? That's why unemployment is so high. He has everyone's job. He did my friend's taxes last week. I was like, come on, Seacrest, give me a break. I'm extra mad at him because he took the job of my favorite person in the history of the world. This guy's in the news recently too. You guys remember Casey Kasem? Casey Kasem? Yeah. He used to do the American Top 40 and do the whole countdown of songs. Now that's one of Ryan Seacrest's 900 jobs besides American Idol that he has. But when Casey Kasem used to do it, he had this wonderful thing. It was my favorite. It was called the long distance dedication. You guys remember that? Yeah, I'll refresh your memory just in case. It was the best thing ever. It was where someone, a normal person like yourselves, wrote him a letter that he'd read in the middle of the show. All right, a normal person, handwritten letter. This is before email. writing a letter, telling him a sad story, and at the end, requested he play a song for someone in hopes that that person was also listening to the show on that bullshit day when he pulled the bullshit letter out of the bullshit desk. It was never going to happen that everyone was listening at the exact same time, right? But it was always the saddest story you ever heard, right? It was always like, Bill from Portland writes, "Dear Casey. Casey, my grandpa was my hero. He was an American hero as well. He fought in Korea and lost his leg there, but he wasn't bitter about it. In fact, he had an excellent sense of humor. I'd go over to his house on the weekends and he'd take off his prosthetic leg and let me hide it about the house. He'd hop around for hours trying to find it, all the fun we had. After dinner, we'd go into the backyard and he'd hit me wiffle balls with it till the sun went down. Casey, last year he died, but he's still my hero. Could you please play Kenny Loggins' Footloose?" One more? Okay. Tim from Tulsa writes, "Dear Casey. Casey, my family grew up poor. I had to share a room with my brother and a bed. It wouldn't have been that bad, but he was a bedwetter. Casey, I can't tell you how many nights I woke up feeling a warm liquid seep onto my side of the bed. As you can imagine, it led to a lot of fights. When I moved away to college, I never looked back. I realize now it wasn't his fault and I feel bad. Casey, could you please play Wham's Wake Me Up Before You Go Go?" Quick public service announcement, ladies. Enough with the lotion. There's too much lotion going around in the world. It's like $1 billion industry. This lotion, it says my wife puts it on her hands, her elbows, everything. It says it's going to make you younger. It's age-defying. That's bullshit, okay? If that was true, I would have a 12-year-old penis. That thing looks like it's 60. Gets rid of wrinkles and cracks. What? Not a one. Certain health concerns, men, you gotta start worrying about as you get older. For women, I know breast cancer becomes an issue at some point. For men, testicular cancer, good news. I got checked up down there, everything came out clean. But then the doctor gave me a take-home test to do on my own every 6 months. Now men, you better be ready. It says some strange things on this take-home test, okay? Like number 1, check for lumps. Okay, 1, 2. All right, all present and accounted for. Number 2, check for discoloration. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not sure what color they're supposed to be. I don't know if there's like a Home Depot color swatch test. No. 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 Oh, there we go. Huh. Salmon suede. Here's the thing, man. Easy to check yourself up on top. You can glance down and see if there's a problem. Much harder to examine yourself back up underneath, in the back. I mean, if I could bend over that far, cancer wouldn't be my problem. So what I'm saying is, men, when you get to that part of the test, the only way you can examine yourself back up underneath is if you can find like a tilted floor level mirror. Long story short, that's how I got arrested at Lady Foot Locker.